so that appear to go on. Alright, so I get really excited when these lashes go on like in one go, man. Like, oh my god. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Terry. So today I will be doing a very natural makeup look, which is a step-by-step beginners friendly makeup tutorial. Okay, so I'll be showing you guys how to achieve your brows, this natural base, and how to do your face, and a very neutral natural look. And this is again for beginners. Okay, so it is very detailed, so if you guys are interested, keep on watching. So the first thing that we want to do is our eyebrows, and I've already started shading in my eyebrows. At this point you need a brown pencil, a dark brown pencil, right? So you're just going to line your eyebrows. It doesn't have to be neat at first. Well, personally for me, it doesn't matter if it's neat or not, because we'll be going in with concealer afterwards to neaten that up. Okay, so I just draw a line under my eyebrow and I give it a little shape and so on, and then I fill it in. So at this point you will take your concealer. I'm using the black opal concealer, and this is in honey, and also I'm using the Elegant Pro concealer, and this is in chestnut. I'm using the chestnut on the top because it's the closest color to my skin tone, and we don't want that halo look, so you use a shade that is close to your skin tone up top, and at the bottom you can use a color that is about 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. So we're taking honey, and I always use a small flat brush to help with the lining of the concealer under my eyes. Okay, so it's a bit dirty now, but it looks like this. Brush looks like this that I use. I'm gonna get some product on there, and I'm going to proceed. I'm going to start lining under my eyebrows. So I start from the center. So at this point you want to take your time and draw your lines, just short strokes to make it even. And then you pull down the excess product onto your eyelid. Okay, so to make that a bit more pigmented, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of product, and I just go back over what I just did. Alrighty, then what I do, I take a fluffy brush, kind of like this, and I blend out the excess product under my eye. Sorry. I take a fluffy brush like this one, and I blend out the excess product under that brow area right there. So I'm not wiping it, I'm just patting it into the skin. I'm going to go in with the Elegant Pro concealer now, and this is in chestnut. I'm just going to take a little bit to the back of my hand. I'm going to use the same brush but the other side that is clean. And I'm going to take my time and line the top of my brow. Alrighty, so that's what we're looking at. The same thing that we did over here, we're gonna do over this over here. Fingers crossed that they look like twins today, because they do always look like twins, right? They're sisters slash cousins, okay? Okay guys, so that's 15 minutes in and our brows are done. So we're moving on to the eyelids now, right? And we're not going to do anything too dramatic today. We're just going to do a natural base. So I'm going to take the concealer, the Black Opal concealer in honey, and I'll be using this as a base for my eyeshadows. You do have eyeshadow base out there guys, but to make life easier for me, I tend to go in with concealer, and it works miracles. What the concealer does on the eyelid is to make your eyeshadow pop some more. Instead of it looking flat on your eyes, when you apply your eyeshadow, it pops, okay? So we're going to add that concealer. And I like to work on one eye at a time because I do have a hooded eyelid. So sorry guys if my voice sounds weird, I am recovering from a cold, okay? So I do have a hooded eyelid, and when I tend to put the concealer on one eye and then work on the other one same time, like it creases. So I like to work on one eye at a time. So I'll just go in with that safe fluffy brush and I start patting that in. Get tacky. We can go in with our beauty blender at this point, a damp beauty blender, and pat that in some more so that it can take off excess product and also let it blend smoothly. Going with a damp sponge, I like to use a small sponge because it gives me more control with where because it gives me more control guys, okay? So I'm just patting that in. This point you will want to set your concealer into place. So what I'm using to set my concealer today, I know I look crazy talking with one eye open, but what I'm using to set my concealer today is a Sasha buttercup setting powder. So you got it in the cover like this, and we're going to take another brush, right, and we're going to pat that onto our lid. We have our concealer set, right, so we can move on to our other eyelid. At this point it will reduce the amount of creasing that the eyelid will be doing, so we can move on to working on our other eye. At this point, if you guys really want to do like a super duper natural quick everyday look, you can leave it here, or you could go in with a brown eyeshadow and add that on top of this base right here. What should I do today guys? Should I add that base? So in the meantime, I'm just going to work on this side, and the next step from here would be to apply your lashes. Right now guys, I struggle with lashes currently, so probably I'm not the best person to show you how to apply your lashes, but just know at this point you would apply your lashes, okay? But one thing, to kind of hide or conceal your lashes, you want to have a little liner. Even if you're not doing a wing liner, I like to go in with a little liner so that kind of camouflages the band of your lashes. I like to use a gel liner and an angled brush. Next, we're going to add mascara to our lashes so that it can blend perfectly with the false lashes, okay? You want to look down when you're applying your mascara so the thing, they don't stick you in your eyes like it has happened to me countless times. So you want to angle your mirror downward and look down while you're applying your look down while you're applying your mascara. My lashes are like naturally long, however we add lashes to add volume, okay? And it's like, to me, lashes they just bring your makeup to life, like seriously. So these are Ming 3D lashes, and I'll be applying these today with my lash glue. So while those dry down, I'll just go in and moisturize my face. I'm using the Nivea Soft Refreshing Soft Moisturizing Cream with jojoba oil and vitamin E. Before you apply your moisturizer, you want to ensure that you dust off all the little thingies, those dust from your makeup if you applied your eyeshadow, or even from the setting powder. I did have some dust on my face, so ensure to brush those off. It's good for the hands too. I take a little mirror and I go in and I apply that lash. Guys, with everything, practice makes perfect, okay? So that appear to oh my god. Alright, so I get really excited when these lashes go on like in one go, man. Like, oh my god. Alrighty. Oh my god, like guys, like seriously, usually these lashes take like forever to go on, and they're on like in, and I did it on camera. Oh my god, I did that, like I did that. So my excitement level is up here because God answered my prayers today. Like, did you hear that little prayer with those lashes? Alright, so I moisturized my face. Now it's time to prime. So then I'm going to apply the Black Up Perfect Mattifying Primer. Apply the primer to the parts of your face that is like your problem areas where you sweat or you get real oily real quick. So that for me is the T-zone area mostly, and right here where I smile and get a little crease. You want to apply primer right there. I'm going to go in with a brush to distribute that on my face. Now that all primer is down, it's feeling sticky and tacky, we are going to set that primer, okay? This is something that I've been doing, which is new. So I'm just gonna go in with a brush and some of that Sasha Buttercup setting powder, okay? So that Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set that primer into place. Don't wipe, just pat it in, okay? It is key to not wipe and just pat that in. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna set that powder. So I'm using this Vanilla Sugar Raspberry Facial Mist, and this is what I use to set my face. Right, so now that we have our base down and our face is all prepped and primed, it's time for the fun part. Now for me personally, I do not like feeling too much product on my face because where I live, it is like super hot, okay? So me, and I tried the whole foundation thing, and but I still wanted coverage, so I finally discovered a new technique that I've been trying out, and I really like it. I like the way my skin looks when I do this. So instead of going in with foundation first, I'll just apply everything all at once. So I'll just put the concealer where the concealer would normally go for highlight, right? I'll just put the contour color in where you normally contour, and then I would add in the foundation to all the parts that there is no product, okay? And that just brings everything together. So I'll show you guys. I will show you guys, okay? So first I'm going in with the Enthralling Pro Concealer, and this is in Fawn. So next I like to go in with my contour palette. This is a Cream Shop palette, and I'll take the one, I either use this dark one depending on how I feel, dark one or this light one. So I'm gonna go in with the middle one right here today. I like to go in with the Elegant Pro Concealer again, but this is in Chestnut. It's a shade which is really close to my skin tone, and I apply that to the outer part of where I applied Fawn. Then we're going with the foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Matte Poreless foundation, and this is in 338 Spicy Brown. Alright, so now that we're looking like Shaka Zulu, we're gonna start blending out our concealer. When you guys are blending out your concealer, you don't want to rub it, you want to just pat it in. So we're patting in everything into the skin. When you guys rub your makeup, you're basically just moving it from one area to the other. So when you use patting motion, it actually helps with coverage and you're not moving your makeup like all over the place, okay? And again, I like using this small beauty sponge because it helps me with control. So if you're having problem with controlling your big beauty sponge, you can always use this smaller sponge. And we're boom 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 boom. Oh my god, I'm cray. Anywho, so now that all the concealer is out of the way, we're gonna go with our contour brush. This is a e.l.f. sculpting face brush that I have, and we use that to blend out our contour. When I'm blending out my contour, I am going in an upward motion, so I'm bouncing it in and I'm going up at the same time, okay? Okay, so that just sucks in your chin. If you have a double chin, like, this will help to like kind of camouflage that you just have one chin instead of two, okay? So that's why we contour under our chin area right there. So when you're blending out your contour on the side of your nose, you want to bring it up into your brows so that it has this natural look and there's no gap right there. It's gonna look weird if you leave it, so you just want to bring it up into your eyebrows and blend that in. So you do that with the cream, and when we go over and set it with a powder, we're gonna do the same. Okay, so that leaves us with our foundation, and we're just gonna take our beauty sponge and we're gonna pounce that into the skin. And I'm using a damp sponge. Once you have cream on your face, guys, you always want to go in with a powder and set. So we're going with a setting powder for the concealer, or where we highlighted, as well as a face powder. If you want to go over your sculpting areas with a sculpting powder, dark shade powder, you can do that as well. But I just like to go in with the setting powder and the face powder. So to set the rest of our face, I'm going with the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, set and smooth powder. So this is in 355 coconut, but guys, you want to get a shade that matches your foundation color. You want to get a foundation that matches your skin tone. You want to get a powder that matches that foundation as well. But this is what I have on hand, and it works. So it's what I have. Okay, so I'm just working with it. So I'm just gonna go in and get some product on my brush. Then we're gonna pat that onto the face. I'm gonna pat it in first, right? And then we move in a circular motion. So use the same powder to set the contour on our nose. So now that our face is set, we're going to take the same powder brush and we're going to dust away the excess setting powder. Alright guys, so we want our makeup to last like all day, so we're gonna set everything into place. Okay, I'm gonna take my same face mist and I'm going to spritz my face. I'm gonna turn my fan on too to help my face to dry down. So now that all that is on and your face is set, you want to take your favorite highlighter. I am using the Beauty Creations Glow Palette highlight. I'm taking this shade right in the middle. I'll just apply that to the high points of my face that I want to highlight. So today I'm using the Maybelline Lippy, and this is a 500 Enthralling Nude. So this is the finished look, you guys. So just follow these steps, guys. Replay the video as much as possible so you can understand what's going on in the video, and just keep on practicing over and over because practice becomes perfect, guys. So if you don't get it in one go, just try again. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. Share it if you like as well. I really do appreciate all of the love. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.